day, however many it's been so many days now that I haven't been able to go out by myself. The pain is infinite. Anyone living with ankylosing spondylitis knows how bad it is. Some days it can be okay, other days it can be unbearable. Most days it's unbearable. And the thought of having to live with it for your rest of your life is just, well, degrading is a word for it. Depressing is certainly a word for it. And I haven't left the house now by myself for 4.5 years, 5 years coming up. It's social anxiety is just, it's gotten really bad. And I don't know whether to blame the AS or to blame what happened when I was 13, which I'll go into another time. But I've had CBT treatment face-to-face. I've done online treatment. I'm on antidepressants. I've been on 4 different kinds now. I think I'm on my 5th kind. I take so much medication to try and ease the pain of what I'm feeling. I can barely move. I've put on so much weight. And it's just a vicious circle, really. You know, it's, you get into this habit. I mean, with me, I wake up in the morning, I have my tablets, I go back to sleep until the alarm goes off. I get my son ready for school. I send him to school with his granddad. I sit down and that's it. I've sat down for the day until my son comes home from school. Or, depending how I'm feeling, I often sleep through the day because I don't get much sleep at night. And I have to phone either my fiancé or phone directly to my, future father-in-law, my son's granddad, and say, look, I'm having a really bad day here. Can you take him after school? And my brother will pick him up when he finishes, and it's really bad. And I feel guilty about it because I want to be able to be there for my son. But my condition, it gets the better of me a lot. And I mean, he is my lifeline, really. I mean, things have got worse, I know, since I've had him. I know that. But at the same time, things have got better, if that makes sense. I mean, health-wise, things have got worse, yes, but he has given me a purpose to live. before I didn't want, I didn't see a reason for living, put it that way. I was going through a really hard time. I literally, on the same day, was diagnosed with having AS, was made redundant, and found out I was pregnant. You know, that was all on one day. And it felt like my world had come crashing down. And I wanted to end it. And then I thought about it and realised that I'm going to have this kid who's going to need me. So I've got to be there for him. So I went through with the pregnancy, which was quite difficult. It was a lot of pressure on my back. Had to have a planned C-section. Although he was 4 weeks early. But since he was born, he's been my protective factor. And for him, I would do anything. He lights up my life. He's brilliant. He's so caring, and as well, I mean, he has autism, but it's very low down on the spectrum. And he's so helpful. He's always helping me, and he's not even 5. He's amazing. It's the best thing ever happened to me. I love him to bits. But I can't take care of him the way I want to. And it's soul destroying. I know I'm his mum, but I don't feel like a mum because I can't do what I want to do and do what I need to do. I mean, there was a time I could sit down on the floor and play with him. And now I'm just sat on the sofa like a vegetable. I do my colouring. I watch TV. I struggle to the kitchen to get a drink every now and again. But most of the time I'm either sat down sleeping or sat down colouring. And it's just, that's my life now. And I'm only 34. That's the worst thing. I feel like my life is over before it's even had chance to to begin, really. I haven't been able to do anything I want to do. I wanted to be a writer. I managed to put a couple of books out there, but they're print on demand, so they're not exactly. It's not exactly a publishing deal, so yeah. I'm not giving up on it. I have all this time on my hands. I need to get back into it. But it's getting back into it's a problem. When, like, 4 years ago, we were burgled at the last place we lived. And that's another reason why I don't like to go out. Because I'm scared that I'm going to come home and find the place has been robbed again. And it terrifies me because I lost so much that day. I was in the middle of writing my next story and I haven't had the confidence to get back into it again. That was on my laptop along with a load of pictures that I hadn't been able to print out. And also my video camera, which had the only copy of my son's christening on it. You know, I mean, these people, they don't think of what they take. I mean, it might be materialistic to them, but it's what's on these things that they take. That you know, I don't care that my laptop went. I don't care that the video camera went. I care that the stuff that was on there had gone. And it breaks my heart still. I mean, I think about it a lot. And it's horrible. I don't wish it on anybody. When I was telling my CBT therapist about it, when I used to see her, I mean, I don't know how she'd went through it 4 times. But she'd beaten it. I don't know how. I can't get over it just once. I know she was telling me it to try and help me, but it hasn't. I wish it had. I want to get over it. I want to be able to go out, but I can't walk anywhere. That's the problem as well. I feel like my life's over. I don't feel sorry for myself at all. I want to do things. I want to be able to do things. It's not having the motivation to do it. I've got the motivation to do it. I just don't have... I don't have not the energy, don't have the physical capability to do it. And it's hard. It really is. But there we go. I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there that live with stuff like this and manage to get by, but that's them. This is me. You know? So, there we go. I don't wish this condition on anybody at all. It's horrible. It's painful. It's the fatigue as well is just a nightmare. So, raise awareness for ankylosing spondylitis. And if you got back pain, get it checked out, okay? Don't live with it.